Much to be thankful for. Great music, hockey season being back, great coworkers.
What are you doing?
And, I'm not even really sure what all that is, but I'm thankful for that too. Well, good morning. Hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. We are back at it today for another edition of Top 5 Tuesday, but we're staying thankful, my friends. So much to be thankful for in the country music world, and for me, this is going to be my personal 5 country acts that I am thankful for. And because I could not narrow it to simply 5, I did include an honorable mention. It's the Statler Brothers. Love the Statlers. From their vinyl to their cassettes to their CDs, I have a bunch of Statler Brothers music in my house. I love their harmonies, I love their tunes, and I love their sense of humor on stage as well. If you find any old videos from the Statler Brothers show, that was a great part of my childhood. Those guys are fantastic. Whether it's the Lou DeWitt version or the Jimmy Fortune version, give me the Statlers any day. They're my honorable mention. At number 5, we start the show with the Possum, George Jones. Now, I was raised by 2 people who were raised on classic country, and so they shared their love for the classics with me early on in my life, and a big part of my childhood was listening to George Jones music, and that carried over into my high school days. And I will say, going to high school around 2003 to 2005, cruising up and down the strip in Morden, Manitoba in my Plymouth Reliant with the windows rolled down, cranking up He Stopped Loving Her Today was an odd sight, that's for sure. I think I was the only one doing that in my high school, or possibly any high school, in 2004. But George Jones, huge part of my childhood, one I could absolutely listen to anytime, one of the best voices in country music. George Jones, he's my number 5. Number 4, it's got to be the legendary Dolly Parton. Now, Dolly, I am thankful for in every single situation. Anytime she's on a TV show doing an interview, it's the one you're going to remember. Her movies, fantastic. Rhinestone, okay, that's a little bit iffy, but Straight Talk is an underrated classic, and I will fight you on that one. And her music, you can't say more about what is one of the biggest legendary careers in country music. Dolly Parton, from the late 50s till today, has been producing absolutely incredible music, and she continues to do it. We're already waiting on her Christmas album, A Holly Dolly Christmas, coming out this year. I can't wait for it because you know it's going to be good. Although, in my opinion, nothing's going to surpass the Kenny and Dolly Christmas album. That's just pure... all right, Dolly Parton, she's at number 4. Number 3, I'm going to give it to Corb Lund. I absolutely love listening to Corb Lund music. Could be any of his songs from any of the albums. They're all good. The Counterfeiters Blues, one of my favorite. S Lazy H brings a tear to my eye each and every time. Roughest Neck Around, a great tribute to Alberta's oil workers. The Truck Got Stuck, a whole lot of fun. Duets like Bible on the Dash with Hayes Carl, his new duet, I Think You Ought to Try Whiskey with Jada Dreyer. They're all good. Corb's way with words is absolutely phenomenal. I love his style of writing and love his delivery. Corb Lund and the Hurtin' Albertans, for me, number 3 band I'm most thankful for this year. At number 2, it's Johnny Cash. That's right, the Man in Black, absolute legend in country music. And man, I could listen to Johnny Cash stuff all day long. Whether it's the early kind of rockabilly stuff to the great heartfelt country of the 60s and 70s and the outlaw movement, his stuff with the Highwaymen was absolutely tremendous. And even the late career stuff where he started doing a lot of covers of non-country songs. Because, I mean, let's face it, Hurt is the greatest music video of all time. Johnny Cash, legend from start to finish. He's my number 2. Number 1, it's a nostalgic pick for me. It was the guy who made me fall in love with country music. My parents raised me on the classics, so I always had that kind of traditional feel. And when I was growing up, there were some artists who were pushing it more towards pop, and it wasn't my cup of tea, but there was one guy who always kept it country for me, and that is Alan Jackson. Alan Jackson is number 1 in my books of country singers I am thankful for because he got me interested in country music in the early 90s. My love just deepened throughout the late 90s and early 2000s with more and more great hits from him. Everything from Drive for Daddy Jean to Don't Rock the Jukebox, Chattahoochee, Mercury Blues, even going on to Remember When, and the older I get, the songs just keep having more meaning. He's a great writer, a fantastic singer. I will say his gospel album as well is one of my favorites. A lot of that great Southern gospel singing with his family, I absolutely love it. Alan Jackson, number 1 for me, country stars I'm thankful for. Who are you thankful for? Let me know in the comments below. The country singers who make life that much better with their fantastic music. You know what? I'm also thankful for you, and I'm thankful you join me each and every week. We'll be back again next week with a brand new Top 5.